Hey guys, Saiyan here bringing another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so I was away this morning. You guys probably have seen the news already, but as we speculated recently, we are going to be getting the update that JP has only just gotten within this last week or so, update 5.18.0. We are going to be getting that on global by the end of the week, so this is going to be very interesting for the potential Saiyan Day celebration. We still have no idea what the theme of the Saiyan Day celebration is going to be. Kind of every morning now we've just been expecting news to drop, and every morning nothing has come out, so keep your eyes peeled. Obviously something could potentially drop tomorrow morning now. I will try and get on it as soon as news does come out, whether it will just be some kind of teaser trailer, whether they'll drop a full-on producer letter. We just have no idea at this point, but we did have the official announcement today for global that update 5.18.0 is coming. So the main thing that this introduces is of course the Super EZA, so we can now see the global version of the logo, because obviously for JP, the Extreme Z Awaken, the extreme part is just two symbols, and they've added one symbol in the purple. So as you can see, they've just added the word super in purple at the top. So Super Extreme Z Awakening, a new type of awakening soon be implemented. The level super being added to Extreme Z battles. Basically just Extreme Z battles will kind of stay as they are, or as they appear in the menu, but will now have an extra difficulty, like with quest stages and things like that, where there are multiple difficulties. So certain Extreme Z Awakened characters can be further awakened with the awakening medals obtained in the level super. You can see here they have the sort of purple glowing energy aura. There are 30 medals total, which makes sense because the last couple of medals, gold and then rainbow for EZA characters, was 30, so they've stuck with that kind of thing. And then it just says for more details, check the corresponding announcement that will be released after level super becomes available. Stay tuned for 5.18.0. And of course this was accompanied by an official thing in the news for the maintenance. So maintenance is taking place on Friday at midnight UK time, so this will be late afternoon Friday the 15th. Well, technically, I guess Thursday the 14th, right? Because it ends Friday 9 AM GMT, so UK time. This will be, what is it, like 2 AM PST, something like that. So the early stream on Friday will be a little bit later than usual. We'll go live so that we can be live once the maintenance has actually ended, and then we can see everything that gets added into the game. We know the main thing for this is going to be to implement the Super Awakening. I think it was recently, it was in the files, or if it's in this part of this update, there was all the stuff for the target mechanic as well. I think it was the last update, which means that the Saiyan Day unit could potentially have the target mechanic. So this maintenance will implement the Super EZA system, which means that we are still very much expecting the Super Saiyan 3 Goku that was confirmed to be the first Super EZA. This should be coming out on Global and JP at the same time. There's no other reason really for them to rush out this update as quickly as they are now on Global, considering JP had a maintenance with some updates and a bunch of other stuff. Did not get this Goku. It's not in the files, it wasn't in the most recent data download on JP, but they have just had this same version update that we are about to get on Global. And of course, Super Awakening officially announced, so this will be coming out both versions on the same time, which means it makes perfect sense for this to be releasing as part of the Saiyan Day celebration. Now, we've already done a bit of speculation for a couple of different things that we could see for Saiyan Day. I did make the video where I asked a bunch of other Dokkan YouTubers to design their custom celebrations. Make sure you guys check that out if you haven't seen it already. We have celebrations designed by Goresh, Minato, Toonrami and Truth, which were all very interesting, and I gave a bunch of thoughts at the end, as well as doing a separate video talking about just the Super Saiyan 3 category in general, because Goku was the first ever EZA, right? The first TUR to get an Extreme Z Awakening, well, the first unit to get an Extreme Z Awakening back in November 2017 on JP, March 2018 on Global, and it makes sense for him to be the first unit to get the Super EZA. So the thing is, it doesn't have to necessarily be tied to the theme of the celebration, right? Other than the fact that Goku is a pure Saiyan, because the headliner for Saiyan Day is basically always a pure Saiyan unit. But It does not necessarily mean that the headliner is going to be Super Saiyan 3. It might not be a Goku, right? We got God Goku last year. We've had various different characters across the years, right? Goku, Bardock, Majin Vegeta. We had the Int Broly. A much older one was the physical transforming Vegeta. He was the Saiyan Day unit for the year when he first released. So they've been changing it up between the characters each year. So personally, I wouldn't expect it to be a Goku, but we absolutely could see a Goku. And could we see a Super Saiyan 3? We talked about all of those options in another video as well, so do go check that out if the Super Saiyan 3 themed Saiyan Day speculation. There are a lot of Super Saiyan 3 characters that need EZAs. So this guy dropping as the first Super EZA, then getting a bunch of other Super Saiyan 3 characters getting an update with their first like normal EZA, and then of course a new Super Saiyan 3 Dokkan Fest exclusive. I mean, they could even throw on another Super Saiyan 3 character as the side banner unit, really buff that team, and we'll see how we go. But they have announced that they will be releasing the Super EZAs sequentially. So what that means is, even if Saiyan Day is going to be Super Saiyan 3 related, and that's why they've decided to drop the first Super EZA, then the following Super EZAs are not going to be related to the theme of the celebration, unless I guess they deliberately decide to do them in that order. Because what it basically means is that the next unit to get a Super EZA should be the second ever unit to get an EZA, which, if I remember rightly, I'm fairly sure the second one was STR Broly. So let me bring him up here. I always forget who the original leads were, because this meta was just before I started playing the game. Goku and each of one of the other typings had a leader that dropped, and then we got STR Gogeta was kind of like the one that capped off that meta, right? Because before Extreme Z Awakening, these units all gave their specific typing 3 key and 3000 attack, whereas Gogeta was all types, right? And then when they got their EZA, they went up to 3 key and then HP attack and defense 70%. So yeah, this guy December 2017, so the next month after Goku. So in theory, Broly should be the second Super Extreme Z Awakening, which means that they will either just drop him in the middle of a random celebration just because he's the next unit in line to get one, or it means they will deliberately, when they decide to drop the second Super EZA, make a celebration that is either Broly related or movie bosses or something that he fits in the theme of. So it's one of those things where it kind of doesn't dictate the pace of future celebrations, but they could choose for that to be a thing, right? Because if they've specifically said they are releasing these Super EZAs in order, so it'll be Broly, and then whoever EZA'd next after Broly will be the next one. So then it's kind of down to them whether they then choose to plan the upcoming content so that these Super EZAs are relevant to them. But you have to be aware that it just may not be the case, right? And they could just be almost completely unrelated, and they're just dropping it. Hopefully they will be loosely tied, even like I say, like it could just be a movie bosses. Like even if we got a new Lord Slug, right, it would still be a movie boss. So this guy getting his Super EZA during that celebration would at least make some kind of sense. But all of that cycles back around to the fact that Goku is the first Super EZA. They've obviously chosen to release him now for a reason. Same time for both versions for Saiyan Day. So I'm very much heavily leaning towards wanting the Saiyan Day unit to be a Super Saiyan 3. But let me know your guys' thoughts down below in the comment section. If you could pick anyone for the Saiyan Day unit, who will it be? We are drawing closer and closer to the day where we actually get some kind of news about Saiyan Day, because it's kind of crazy to think that tomorrow is going to be Wednesday, the 13th, and Saiyan Day is literally on Monday the 18th. So we're almost 5 days away, and we still have absolutely no idea what the theme of the celebration is. So let me know your guys' thoughts down below in the comment section. What would you like to see for the Goku Super EZA? We still know really nothing about what the EZA is even going to do, because when we look at this image, you can kind of see in this picture where he's Super Extreme Z Awakened, the maximum SA is still 15, and as far as we can tell, the maximum level is still 140. So the main thing that will change is the passive. You can even see on the image, causes supreme damage and lowers defense. Well, that is his oh, actually it says supreme, doesn't it? So this is, maybe they have just used the wrong image, or does that say immense? I think it does actually say immense. It's very difficult to read when it's super small. So it seems like the super attack effect doesn't change, which obviously for this Goku, that's kind of scary because his super attack effect is terrible. Which means if the only thing that's being updated by the Super EZA is their passive, oh boy, does this guy need a huge upgrade, right? Because they can easily put in his passive, like, say they wanted to make him super crazy, they could give him, like, attack and defense 120, and then just give him, like, attack and defense 120 on super, because even though his super attack doesn't have the effect itself, they can just put that in his passive. So they could definitely still make him good again, but it's kind of interesting to think that the super attack effect won't change. But let me know all your guys' thoughts on the Super EZA and the Saiyan Day stuff down below in the comment section. Hopefully we'll have some new news for you guys soon, because really want to know what's going on with the Saiyan Day celebration, because you know I will be covering all the news. I'll be live to summon on the banner. Like, I'm very excited for it because the God Goku celebration last year was so good, but yeah, we still have no idea what it is, so let me know your thoughts in the comments. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.